Here and welcome. Today I want to do a Shelly Art type bloom but with none of the ingredients because I can't get it, and I'm sure there's a lot of people that can't get all the ingredients, and sometimes the budget doesn't allow for it. So I've come up with a few things that are good for the budget and they work really well with pigments. I think they use Sherwin-Williams Deep Base untinted paint, Jo Sonja varnish, TLP Little Piggy pigments, and Australian Floetrol. Now, the Australian Floetrol is impossible to get because I'm in Europe and they won't deliver to Europe anymore for some reason. I've never had it, so I don't know what it's like to use. I'm sure it just looks really lovely, but I have silicone and it works perfectly fine. So what I have instead is I have Liquitex GLOSS Gel Medium, and this gives the pigment a nice body, and this one is a 475, but you can get a 950ml for £24, which is not too bad. It only needs a little bit at a time, so it will last for absolute ages. Also I have these little pigments, which are MAGICFLY pigments, and the colours are beautiful, and these are small pots, but you can get 24 colours for £17 sterling, which is amazing really. And you know, they're not too bad. They're probably not as brilliant as TLPs, but the TLPs you get one pot for £17 so I've actually ordered some and I'm waiting for them to come, so I'm excited to see how they are, but I think these are a good alternative to play with in the meantime. There are links to my Amazon shop in my description. Just click the description under this video, and also there's a 10% discount for all the MAGICFLY colours if you go to their website, and there's links in the description. So let me get you down and I'll show you my colours and mix one with you. So let's go and make some art. I'll show you my colours. I have royal gold, cherry red, copper and shining green, and violet purple, which I will mix with you and just show you how shimmery these colours are. For budget pigments, I think these are really nice. Look at the shimmer. Really pretty colours. So I will mix one with you. So this is the Liquitex GLOSS Gel Medium, and I'm going to take just this much, a tiny bit like this, put that in there, and then I'm going to take 2 scoops of mica powder, the pigment, and you should wear a mask when mixing up mica powders because they're very fine dust and you don't want to get that in your lungs. So just give that a good mix, just with the gel medium and the powder. Get really good mix. Just keep mixing until all that powder disintegrates into the gel, and then we're going to add a tiny bit of varnish, and then you can add your medium. I'm going to use my glue mix, but you can use Floetrol, or you can use Liquitex GLOSS Medium, which is a gloss pouring medium, which is really nice because you just keep your colours really glossy. But to be honest, it doesn't matter, because once you've finished your design pour and you use some varnish or a resin finish, it just brings up all the shimmer and shine and gloss back to the colours. And now I'm going to add a little bit of varnish, just a drop. And be careful when you add water. Don't put too much in one go, otherwise you know you can't take it out. You can add, but you can't take it out once you put water. A little bit more pouring medium. And that's it. See how lovely it pours. This consistency is thin, more like for a Dutch pour bloom. Whereas the consistency for a traditional bloom is a lot thicker. You see, it falls off the stick, creates a mound and disappears after 3-4 seconds. So that's the difference. Now I'm using a 40 by 40 centimetre canvas. I've sprayed the back to tighten up the canvas even further, and I have taped the bottom to keep it nice and clean. And I have my Lazy Susan here. And so I will flood the canvas with white acrylic paint. This is what I'm using for my base paint. It's Titanium White by De La Rowney. But you can use any base paint that you like, as long as it's not too thin for the bloom. And I always use a sieve, just to make sure there's no little lumps. So I'm going to flood the base and come back. I've flooded my canvas and I've torched out all the air bubbles. And I just wanted to talk about my silicone that I use. It's a Montmartre silicone, it's very good. I just use 1 drop in a bottle like this. And this is a damson red mix that I make. And this is what I'm going to use for my cell activator. And there's no problem with it. I never have any issues with it. When I've finished my art, I use isopropyl alcohol, give it a good clean with a soft cloth, or dish soap with a bit of warm water. Give it a good clean, it's perfectly fine for your varnish or resin. So let's get started. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do block colours in this kind of centre here. So starting off with violet purple. Copper. I've added an extra colour, ultramarine blue. I mean, the colours are, you know, this doesn't look like an ultramarine blue, but it's still a beautiful colour. Sort of kind of a powder blue. And this one is shining green. And this one is cherry red. And I'm going to do one more shining green. And then I'm going to use my cell activator. Add some gold around. This is royal gold. And I'm going to use Deco Art gold in the middle. So I have a new hairdryer, it's a little one. So let's blow this out. Pretty. And I'm going to give it a spin. Just shape these a little bit more. colour lacing here. And this little bit of gold here, it's gone into a little bit of lacing. It's so pretty, I love this colour. So these MAGICFLY pigments are not as, I don't think they're as pigmented as the TLPs. I haven't tried them yet, but that's what I'm guessing. They're much softer, but really, really pretty. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and thank you so much for watching.